You believe that the Cowboys are going to stay pat or they're going to make a trade?
Well, I think they're going to make a trade that's going to involve Pickens. There's a lot of teams that want a wide receiver that's draft worthy. That one of those teams are going to get Pickens. He's a better wide receiver by far than everybody in the draft, including Tate. So why would you not go with a guy that's 25 years old that, is going to be able to give you another 5 years of high level performance? And that would be my pitch.
The only problem that I would have with that, but the way that everything is going down, I would not be surprised if Pickens is traded today. The only reason why I would say no to that is because you're about to pay a guy a lot of money. He hadn't signed the franchise tag yet. So if he does get traded and everything that goes along with it, you're going to have to pay him an exuberant amount of money. You talked about it earlier in a couple of weeks ago where we were talking about how much money a top-of-the-line wide receiver is worth. And our teams in that position to want to spend that type of money. It will be very, very interesting to see if that is the case. If you think about it, the potential outlook for George Pickens is this, and I got this from Spot Track, 2026 tag, he'll make $27.298 million. 2027 tag, he'll make $32 million. In a 2-year span, he'll make $60 million. The top 2-year wide receiver cash money, Jamar Chase, $74 million. Justin Jefferson, $70 million. Jackson Smith-Njigba, $69 million. CeeDee Lamb, $66 million. DK Metcalf, $60 million.
You know who wants that, though? Cleveland wants it.
You keep saying Cleveland, but that is a problem.
The Saints want it.
No quarterback.
But they still want wide receivers.
No quarterback. So that's why if I'm George Pickens and I'm David Mugheletta.
And they have the money. You got to go somewhere where they got the money.
Then you are.
Every team can't afford to pay George Pickens $40 million.
Agreed. But that's why I'm saying, why would I want to go to a team just for the money? So now I'm going to be miserable again? I'm going to be miserable because we're not going to be winning football games?
Well, they don't think they're going to be miserable. Every team goes into the draft thinking, okay, this is going to solve all our problems.
And then they blow the whistle and they kick off the ball.
And then they get beat up.
You realize that you're not good.
But that's what it is.
I do like Tyler Shuck, but okay, let's see what happens with that. And what was the other Cleveland? Deshaun Watson looked way better the other day than I've seen him in a long time. But they got a new coach, new system, new everything.
Everybody look good throwing that air.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, I'm looking at it. Jamar Chase, who's getting this money, he's got Joe Burrow. Justin Jefferson, who they just pick up, didn't they just get a quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is going to be able to get him the ball. Jackson Smith-Njigba, they got Sam Darnold, CD, you got Dak, DK Metcalf. He don't know who his quarterback's going to be, but they believe it's going to be Aaron Rodgers again. So for them, you better get a great haul.
If they were smart, they would just go ahead and go with Ty.
Well, that's my point. So that was going to get to my other point. So if they trade George Pickens, why would they want to trade? They're going to try to trade up to go get another wide receiver? That's what I'm saying. So it just
you're talking about the Cowboys?
Yes.
No. Like if you traded up with Cleveland, you go after Sonny Styles or Downs. And then with the 12th pick, then you go with.
But you just lost the 12th pick.
No, you're not going to lose the 12th pick. They're going to mortgage other things other than this year's draft capital.
Whoever trades with them has got to be in the first round.
You're going to get Pickens
and a first round pick.
No, he's not worth that. I mean, a top 10 pick ain't worth a Pro Bowl wide receiver that had over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns.
He's not worth that? He definitely get you. You're definitely
wait. You're asking a team in the top 10 to give up that for him, though.
Right. If they want a
But
proven
you
bona
saying you
fide
wouldn't-
wide receiver,
But you saying you wouldn't give that up to get rid. I mean, you wouldn't give that up.
you're going to get Pickens and you're going to get a third round, a fourth round, and maybe a third round next year. You're not going to get another first round pick. Watch.
Because they need all these teams need more than just Pickens is my point. They're gonna need more. They're gonna need.
It's not about what you need, it's what you negotiate.
Agreed. 100%.
And
if I'm in that
if you
office-
want a wide receiver, I want your first round pick. Period.
And they
End
will,
of story.
and they will pass on you.
Well, we'll see.
We're gonna find out tonight.
We're gonna find out tonight.
If they decide,
I'm tired of being right.
We're gonna mark the tape, Marcus.
Tired.
Mark it. We're gonna see what ends up happening here because this is a night where things are going to be very, very interesting for a lot of teams.
Even if it's not a top 10 pick, or even if it's not a top 15 pick, I'll take somewhere between 17 and 25. The Cowboys need another pick. And you'll be able to get a wide receiver. They're going to be able to get somebody in the second round. Zachariah Branch is out there. Like, there's a bunch of wide receivers and running backs and tight ends out there. Other needs that the Cowboys have. But get your defense together with these 3 first-round picks.